Alright, just a quick update on our simulation for tuning our PID. So unfortunately I forgot to account for delay in my last demo, and as a result in the actual test we had some issues with the drone oscillating out of control. So now I built a simulator with delay simulation. So here I have the delay set at just a mere, so these are in milliseconds, so a mere 8 milliseconds, which is pretty much lag free and pretty much ideal conditions. So in the ideal conditions, let me take a look. So we got two states. So track is the current state is C's, and sim track current is the actual current position. So at only 8 milliseconds, they're fairly close to each other. And the only reason it's flickering is because I also simulate the sampling frequency. So let's go a little higher. There we go. So, luckily, sampling frequency has very little effect on the PID controller. As long as it's over something like 10 Hertz, it should be fine. Alright, so here we have an example where it's tracking at 7.46 meters per second. And just to demonstrate, and the distance is a little under, well, it's actually currently in a turn, so as it usually turns, it's off a little bit, but even in a turn, it's only off by half a meter. And just to show you that in the simulator, it is moving at about, 7 meters. So now it's in the straightaway again, so I'll take a look at the error. Yep, and it's going down slowly. So that's with these following PID values. Take a look, open them up. So you have 3 PID controllers. So the thing is that once we introduce delay, reasonable. Like a typical system will have something like 300 millisecond delay, and you can see it starts oscillating way out of control. And the way to fix that is to actually change the gains. So this is mostly some formulas and trial and error. See if I can fix it before it crashes on me. So there we go. I adjusted the PID values, so I decreased the gains and also the derivative and the integral portion. And you can see now that with the delay, there's a larger difference between the observed goal and the actual goal. But here you can see that it's tracking in a fairly steady system. Unfortunately, due to the delay, it's going to respond a lot slower. So that's just the nature of a delayed system. Luckily for our actual competition, we'll have track information. So with track information, we can build a more realistic, a more ideal prediction, and based on that we should be able to estimate its current position on its past time, therefore we can incur almost no delay. So here we take a look. So distance, it's increased down to about half a meter, so it was in a turn before, so now it's getting out of turn. So yeah, the delay increase is about half a meter, and this is currently running at 7 meters, and the delay of about a third of a second. And the frequency doesn't really affect anything. I can tune it all the way down to something. So the guidance sensors will be sampling at 20 Hertz, so this is probably a good simulation of exactly what will happen with the system. And once again, it's tracking pretty well. Yep, see, it's gone down. Okay, it's gonna turn again. But once it hits the straightaways, it tends to level itself out. And we'll just wait for it. Alright, it's back on track again. And as a result, you can see the distance drop down to almost under, yeah, stays about under half a meter. And there we go, back into the turn. So there you have it. We rebuilt our simulator to account for sampling frequency and delay in the system. And as a result, we're hopefully have better PID numbers, and this time it should hopefully track correctly without oscillating. Alright.